Person who reads the Bible a lot, and sometimes when I'm on my computer, I research a lot. So I think like one time when we had, our issues, our domains, like, the way you hear sounds talking, I heard the sounds of the marriage vows, like this part that says for better or for worse. When we walk down the aisle with our nice white gowns, it's put so rosy, and you think like all my problems have ended. It's now I'm headed to paradise, and that's the picture most brides have when they are getting married. But once you're in it, you'll go facing a lot of challenges in between. So for me, when I face the challenges, sometimes sometimes that marriage vows, that line of for better or for worse, then I'm like, relax. I was not promised that it will be for better, or things will be, good in good times and in bad times. So there were supposed to be bad times. This is one of them. Yeah, so maybe I would say the first years of marriage, before you get to understand which are these meals that he likes. Like for me, I don't like maybe beans, but he loves his beans, well fried. And then, men ni ugali na chapati. So for him, by the way, he's not a big fan of ugali. Yeah, so when you're thinking, but he loves his pasta. So with time now, I have mastered the art of cooking pasta. I do it like an Italian. Yeah, so you by the time you get to understand what this person, really likes, like the beans, his mom used to make the beans and would fry them, very nicely. So by the time I got to fry them like the way the mom fries them.
You have to do it better than the mom.
Yeah, he had to come to the kitchen. After him, when he makes, actually they backfire. Zinashikana, but with time you get to do it perfectly. Yeah, so like that was, one of the major things. Then now maybe we come to clothes, maybe. Like, I'm not very good in ironing, by the way. So, like, he wants that, on his office shirt, that one line.
Yes, there has to be one.
So I iron, and, you're like, I know this shirt. Now he goes, irons it, and, I'm so discouraged. Actually, that shirt, I was ironing it yesterday at 10 p.m.
I used to tell her that if I'm presentable out there, it is her who gets credit.
Yes.
If not, people will be asking, na sasa huyu bwana ya Sara, kwani hakumwangalia akitoka kwa nyumba? You see, so when I tell her to wear the clothes the way, in a good way, it's her who gets credit, not even me. You see? Yes.
Yeah. Another thing, he doesn't like makeup. Actually, I did it for the show. Yeah, so like sometimes you want to do it. Now with time I had to get used. Actually, I no longer like a lot of makeup. When I do it, it has to be very mild. Yes, and yeah, so that is one of the things. But he loves jewelries. So I think you can see for now we don't have the rings. But I told him now, because that one was a cheap ring. By the way, we got a very cheap ring. I think it costed us like 5,000. So I told him now, if I'm putting back a ring in this finger, it has to be a diamond ring.
So I'm still waiting to get money to buy a diamond one. So when I get, he will.
Yeah, so he loves jewelry. But he doesn't like the makeup. So with time, like, you have to understand what your spouse likes. okay, some things you can compromise, but others also, because in marriage we say that for it to be successful, the most important thing is communication. So communicate. Say, I don't like when your lips are full of lipstick, you know. And then on the other thing is compromise. You can communicate, but also compromise. If that lipstick is what makes you happy, then have it. You know, it could be maybe a weave. I don't like you in a weave. But if that weave is what makes you happy, then that's when you come to compromise. That, let me compromise, let me start getting used to her in a weave. But then the third thing is commitment. Like we are committed to each other. So no matter if I'm still I'm compromising about her weave or her lipstick or whatever, because I'm committed in this marriage. So those three things, communication, compromise, and commitment, is what has kept us going. Me, when I married him, he was not rich. Yeah, but him, his character is a sanguine, so that is nature. Yes.
Matatu tout. Look, what happened when I was at the university? They reached a point that my parents could not pay my fees, and I had an option to drop out of the university or work so that I was able to raise my fees, and that's what I did. I went to Route 44 as a tout, where nilikuwa nabeba 44 Githurai Zimmerman mpaka Tao, and that trained me a lot. That being a tout, dealing with different people every morning, dealing with people with different moods, different status in the society, some people who don't want to pay, others are like this, has made me learn a lot, even the way to manage the big organization that I'm managing right now. So I think that didn't hinder me to be who I am right now. It was just a stepping stone, because I was able to clear the university because of that school fees that I got from Matatu being a tout. After that, I was promoted to be a driver and owned a vehicle, Matatu vehicle later. And that was just by the way to be who I am right now. So yes, I'm proud that I used to be a tout then, and I meet the other people we were with then, and we sit down and I motivate them. We talk. I tell them, you could be there, and now later you can be there. Yes, I like to tell people is that everything that you do it to your best. It doesn't matter what. There's nothing that is not important, and whether you are working or you are in business, if you do something, whatever you're doing business or you are employed A, and it fails, don't go to B. Just look at the mistakes of A, correct them, and start again A, and without the mistakes. If it fails again, go back to A, and without the mistakes. And with 2-3 times, you'll be able to perfect. And what people go wrong is that you want to do A, whether business or employment. If it fails, you go to B. Then you go to mistakes of B. If it fails, you go to C. That is wrong. Stick to the A without the mistakes, and you'll be able to perfect it. I think I would like to tell people is that there's no shortcut to life. There is nothing like a shortcut. Life is a progression, or success is a progression. There's no shortcut to success. Success is a progression. There's no way you can be 20 years just fresh from school and you want to own the vehicle that I drive, or you want to have the company that I have. It's not practical if you're doing the legitimate business. You need to know that it has to be a progression. You need to stay somewhere, ukae kwa a single room, uende bed sitter. You can jump 1 or 2 steps, then uende 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bed, uende tu hivyo mpaka sometimes maybe utakuwa na mansion. That is what I like to tell people. There's no way you can you want to fresh from Kole and you want to own a mansion. It's not practical and it's not possible if you're doing a legitimate business. Just know you have to start from here. You grow career-wise even where you are employed. until you want to be a GM or a CEO of a certain corporate. That's the progression that you have to agree, and you have to work towards that. It does not just come out of sheer luck. No, you have to work towards it. You have to train yourself. Training is very important at whatever level. You have to learn a lot. Train yourself. Give yourself education. More, regardless to whether whatever you have right now, education will always be the key. Then train yourself. Learn a lot in job. Have a positive attitude towards life. Don't be those people who complain always about what is not happening. Make it happen. I think that's what I like to tell people. And I would like to tell people, marriage is good. It has its own challenges. Yes, you'll find occasionally, yes, there are those challenges that are there because we live on earth. But it's a good thing. If you embrace it and you like it, you'll be able to enjoy it. The only thing that I will tell people is that you need to persevere your spouse. You need to forgive each other. You need to communicate. You need to be friends. That will help you move. Because if at all you have, I am sure every one of you has friends. If you have friends that hamkosanangi, how come the spouse that you have munakosana? You can be like a friend. Other friend, the friends that you have, sometimes munaweza kosana, but after that you come together again and your friendship continues. The same way applies to marriage. Yes, you can be, you can have some challenges here and there, but later you come together and you move on.